Hey guys, so I'm doing another reading. I have been getting a lot of requests lately, so I am trying to make time so that I can do more readings a little bit quicker. I also want to put it out there, as always, energies are interchangeable. Pronouns do not matter. Just because I say he does not necessarily mean it's a he. So you take it how it resonates. If it does resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you at all, it is not for you. So don't try to make it resonate. It doesn't work that way. Okay. So, like I said, I feel like I have to do this reading. Not only because a lot of people have requested it, but also because during my little astral dreams, I had some revelations. So let's talk about what is happening with our divine masculine or feminine or whoever it is. But definitely a twin flame. If you guys are not familiar with a twin flame, there are a lot of good books that you can pick up where you can learn the difference between what is a karmic soulmate, what is a companion soulmate, and definitely what is a twin flame. There's a huge difference. Okay, so for those of you who know who your twin flame is and are in separation, let's talk about a love message that they really want to communicate with you, but they cannot. So let's see, what is it that they want to tell their divine counterpart? Okay, so first card, we're talking about the Three of Pentacles, right? Three of Pentacles, and then we have one person. I don't know if you guys listened to the other reading that I did, but Three of Pentacles also came out. So let's see what else. Three of Pentacles. What does the divine masculine have to say to their other counterpart? We have the King of Swords. I'm going to pull two more, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. And two more cards came out. Okay, so I was going to pull four. Five came out, so we're going to take a look at all of them. And I should have changed the view on the camera because now this is like really close up, so I'm sorry about that. I'm going to try to do my best. I did not know I put it in the wrong setting. So we have five cards that came out. What is the message that your divine counterpart would like to tell you right now, but they can't? Okay. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. Okay. So if we take a look at the card, we have a female, right, sitting down, divine feminine by herself. Again, the moon behind her. So we do have water energy here. Okay, and she is grounded. Okay, she has basically her arms crossed on her knees. So basically someone that what I'm getting is I'm grounded, so I'm worried about me. I'm not really, it is what it is. You see how like the leaves are flowing, right? So this is basically overall energy of a divine feminine that is in the things are what they are. I'm flowing, right? Just like the wind, I'm just letting things happen. It is what it is. I am no longer trying to control things. Okay, so this is what I'm getting, where my arms and my hands are basically on my knees. I'm sitting down. I'm wearing all red, so I am grounded, and it is what it is. So overall energy is about a divine that basically is mostly focused on her and just flowing. Okay, which technically that's what we're supposed to be doing anyway, right? So what is the message that I want to tell you? So the first thing that came out was the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles. We have somebody who basically is holding on to some type of message, right? And light coming through it. But also the light is kind of basically moving away from this person's hand, okay? Again, I always talk about the Three of Pentacles. To me, it talks about having to deal with a third-party situation, okay? But this is one person. So a person on their own contemplating a third-party situation, right? So after that, we have the King of Swords. Okay, so the King of Swords with the Three of Pentacles, to me automatically talks about somebody thinking about, because the King of Swords talks about some type of separation, right? Thinking with your head instead of with your heart, okay? So we have someone here that's thinking about this third party situation, okay? So, and spending a lot of time alone thinking about a third party situation, okay? Maybe if they are divorced, this is somebody that is even contemplating divorce, because here we have the Nine of Pentacles, okay? But the Nine of Pentacles came out as a woman. So this is obviously the divine, right? I mean, let's just think about this, right? Where could be dealing with someone else. That third party that they're dealing with feels alone, right? I'm even trying to say, is this even like the marriage hand? I don't even know anymore. Wherever you put your ring, which hand is it? I don't know. But what it tells me, right? Because automatically I look at a finger that has a ring. So this could be their other part, right? Their third party wearing all black, right? It's not really happy. Trying to see, what I'm getting is that somebody knows this other person. If they are with another person, this kind of person knows that they're not making the other happy. Like, I feel like they're feeling that like they're not enough. Okay, so this is some kind of revelation to me, where somebody is putting their hand on their commitment, or like I said, if they are married, because this is what I'm getting. But at the same time, we have, because this is a female, the male contemplating in between the divine and a karmic. Okay, so we have the divine masculine really thinking about what's happening. Okay, we have a lot of purple, so this is basically third eye, right? So a revelation, really thinking about some kind of even separation for some, right? Possibly divorce, because it is the King of Swords, okay? And here we have the divine feminine, as beautiful as she can be, as peaceful, flowing, right? You see the same leaves that were following her here are here. She's glowing, she's learning, she's beautiful, she's peaceful. Okay, she's healing. Okay. It even looks like she has like wings, right, on her dress, because she is, divine. Okay, you see how everything is so bright in here and everything seems so dark over here. But again, I feel like because there's a window, there was some type of revelation about this third party situation. Okay. So then the next two cards that came out are the Five of Cups and the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess automatically talks about being alone, right? Not only because your intuition is telling you to be alone, but again, some kind of separation. And, if it resonates with you and it's the other way around and you are the divine masculine, because the energy of a divine feminine basically is coming through. We have someone here who basically is standing on a rock, right? And she's a mermaid and she's looking at a ship. So what I'm getting here, if energies are, and this is why maybe I said this at the beginning, because this is what happens to me. So a lot of times when I'm doing these kinds of readings, a thought comes to my head and I feel like I have to say it out loud, right? So when I said at the beginning, energies are interchangeable, there's no such thing as pronouns, right? Something was telling me that maybe this connection we're talking about does not necessarily mean with a man and a woman, okay? Because right now I'm getting woman on woman. So if it resonates with you that way, and we're talking about you being with another woman, then it is what it is, okay? Because that's the energy that's coming towards me right now. A relationship between two women. Either way, let's just, instead of talking about pronouns, we're going to talk about the energies that are coming through, okay? So we have a person that's basically saying, if we go back to the reading, okay, I am in between. So we have external and internal energy, right? So the external energy is a third party situation. The internal is my divine counterpart. I am stuck. I am really thinking about, you know, a decision that possibly could result in some type of separation, probably from this person, because this person, obviously, whoever this is already single. Okay, and the overall energy was someone who is grounded, somebody who's just flowing. Okay, so then we have here somebody's intuition is telling somebody you lost so much already. Okay, so we're talking about somebody who is aware that ship, right? This ship with this person sailed. This person is on that ship away from me. They're not even moving. They're not even looking back at me. They're just, even though I am like basically a mermaid on a rock, I have no water to basically, for me to fall, you know, like go under and hide my emotions. This person, I literally feel like I lost this person. This person just went up on this ship and left me out here by myself. Okay, so their intuition is telling them that they need, again, I'm getting separation. So they need time alone to think things through. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. I'm getting somebody that needs time alone to think things through. Tell me more about this message, please. Wow. Wowee. On the bottom, communication, and it's all black. Okay, so communication and distance is a factor. Wow. Look at all these cards. I can't right now. Okay, so let's talk about the first card that came through, okay? So the first card that came through is the Six of Pentacles, okay? So the Six of Pentacles talks about I give and I receive. Okay, I give and I receive. I give and I receive. But then we have, usually on the Six of Pentacles, there's 3 people. Here we have a person holding the pentacle, okay? So who is this person, right? Who is this person? Because right next to her, we have the Empress. Right next to the Empress came the Emperor. Okay, so we have the Empress and the Empress. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands and then the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what I can make out of all of this, because this was a lot all at once. Obviously, we have a couple, right? The Empress and the Emperor. We have the Moon again. Okay, so this is what I'm getting, okay? The Six of Pentacles at this point is the Divine Feminine. Why? Remember at the beginning I said she is grounded, right? She's wearing red. So this is someone, again, who's wearing red and basically said, look, there wasn't really a balance in our relationship, so I chose me. I chose me. Therefore, I am on this Nine of Pentacles. So a lot of water and a lot of earth energy I'm getting here. And obviously now we have fire. So water, earth, and fire. Okay, but a lot of fire. I mean, a lot of earth too. So what I'm getting here is it's basically telling me, okay, so we have a Divine Feminine that's saying there was no balance for me. Okay, so you're wondering why I did not turn around and even, you know, go back towards you, is because there was no balance, right? We have the Scale, right? We have the Scale with somebody saying, I chose me and I'm good. Okay, so this is the Divine Feminine. Again, remember how I said here, arms crossed on their knee. Right here, she has her knees crossed. So this is somebody that's saying, I'm doing good. I need you to understand that the only thing I needed you for was to love me, right? I am independent. I can take care of my own. There was no equal give and take. It was me giving. Therefore, I'm choosing me and I'm doing just fine. Okay. In the meantime, we have the couple, right? The Empress and the Emperor, where he's just basically looking at the Empress. Just look at her, right? Look at her. And you see how he's looking at her? Like, really, this is what I'm dealing with when I could have this, right? This is the kind of energy that whoever this person is brings in his life, right? Not really. What I'm getting is it's not enough for this masculine. It's just not. It's kind of like, really, right? So just look at the difference between the two females, right? So you have a divine feminine that's like in her power, and then you have one that, yeah, this talks about she could be a mom, right? So she could have kids with your divine because she is the Empress. So she could be a mom, but the overall energy of this person is somebody that's kind of like, you know, and everything is turning. At one point, it was white, and everything is turning into, you know, everything is withering. That's what I'm getting. It's telling me it's withering. It's withering. So the relationship is withering, right? And at the end, who's still guiding him? The moon, right? The goddess. The divine. And even if you look at how the cards fell, right? He's looking at her, but then his eyes are also could be focused on her. But we also have, you know, again, right, how when I talk about the Emperor, which is Aries energy, he has his shield up. Okay, so again, there is some type of boundary, okay, with this person. So there is some type of boundary. And as a matter of fact, there is, because the next card is the Page of Wands, right? Page of Wands talks about messages, right? Little tiny messages. And they're not being communicated, okay? And like I said, something is blocking the messages, and it's himself. So something in him is not letting him communicate with you, okay? Then after that, we have the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And I want you to know how strong this card is in this particular deck, okay? The Ten of Pentacles, that talks about family after, you know, with stability and foundation, right? Like a strong foundation, a strong family, a strong union. So something is blocking me from communicating, right? From sending messages. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Remember, on the bottom of the deck, the overall energy was Eight of Wands. So distance and communication, right? You see how there's letters that are basically on her dress. So still holding on to the dress, but not really being communicated, okay? There's pages everywhere, just of notes, of messages that were meant to be given, but they have not been given. They have basically just disappeared, okay? They were never given. So, and why does that happen, right? Because we have this third person, right? Which is this person, which is this person, right? Kind of like in the middle of your connection, to the point that if you guys look at her hand, right, both of her hands, she's holding on to the red string of fate, right? The red string of fate basically says that when two people are meant to be together, nothing can break them apart. Nothing can pull the connection apart. Nothing can separate you guys, right? And here we have somebody that literally is holding on to both cords, right? What's the union? She's basically holding on to the union. So again, somebody that is aware, right? That, you know, a light, basically, this person is aware of they're not enough in this person's life, but they still have a veil in their face. So it's kind of like, I don't want to see the truth for what it is. But I know that I am separating two people from being together. So this is, again, somebody that is aware. Okay, so let's see. What else can you tell us about? Let's get some clarifiers about this message that you cannot communicate. So we have, it says here, the breath of life and injustice. Okay, so we have, this is basically air. Okay, so we have ace of air. Of arrows and 2 of arrows. So again, right? So we're talking about, it says the breath of life. So really thinking, right? Again, this is basically King of Swords energy, where somebody's really, really using their time to really think, because there was some type of injustice, right? Where the person feels blinded. We have the scale again, so I'm getting Libra for some of you guys, okay? So there was some type of injustice where, again, arms crossed, emotionally blocked. So a person was emotionally blocked. Let me get something else. Tell me more about this message. Okay. Give me one more. I think I'm going to need one more. Okay, wow. Okay. I'm like, what? What is he talking about, or she? Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we have tradition. Okay. And what's crazy about this is that it talks about tradition, right? And it says the 9 of stones. The 9 of stones is the 9 of pentacles. Okay, so the same energy of the 9 of pentacles is coming through, but as in a different perspective. Okay, so I feel, because here we're talking about celebration. So celebration and then home. So we're going to take a look at them, how they came out. Okay, so first automatically tells me the breath of life, right? So, okay, breath of lives. A lot of thinking, a lot of thought coming, and then injustice. Okay, but then we have boredom, right? Then we have tradition. Then we have home. No, it was celebration somewhere in here. Yes, celebration, and then I got the clarifier. So boredom with the celebration, and tradition, and then home. So what this tells me, it's a lot of information, and I'm trying to, my mouth doesn't move as quickly as my mind does, so I apologize for that. I'm getting so many different things, but the number one thing I'm getting is that a situation happened, okay, where the divine masculine had to make a decision. A decision between 2 things. Okay, something that was beneficial to him